look at the starting 11 for Casey, no changes.
And outside backs of Rodriguez and Rouse have a huge responsibility tonight on both sides of the ball to not only provide width in the attack, but also to provide cover defensively. The partnership of Feist and Labonta, that has helped them solidify the midfield, but up top, that's where they're most dangerous, especially through Cooper.
And then for Houston, the big surprise, Chapman into the 11.
And Chapman making her first start of the season. She'll provide a needed vocal leadership and experience on that back line. The midfield trio have to win the midfield battle tonight in order to get a result in this game and ultimately get the front three in positions where they can be dangerous.
Sean Tahini, our referee this evening. Alex Billiter is the VAR. We're underway on this Friday night. Houston Dash away to Kansas City. We welcome you to the NWSL on Prime, presented by Lilly. Fourth start. Rookie out of Virginia. Cooper aligns with Chapman. Stayed in front thus far. Cooper off the hands of Campbell and in! By any means necessary, Michelle Cooper has put Kansas City ahead.
Excellent form as of late, and you just see how she stays a bit wider to give herself time to be able to pick up this ball and then gain a little bit of momentum against Chapman, and then just that little bit of space she needs to try to serve that ball in. Mistimed from Jane Campbell. She'll want that one back, goes right through her hands, and for a goalkeeper of her quality, her experience, knows that it's just way too easy, especially the way that this Houston Dash team has been able to start this game. But that is a gift for Michelle Cooper and this Kansas City Current team to put them up early in this game.
All smiles yet again. Bethune.
It's a tough one for the Houston Dash to concede early on, because now they're going to have to come out of this shape more often than not, look for a few more of those direct balls, and it's the transition. Lovely little move on this near side from Corey Bethune.
Bethune charging forward. Picturesque cross for Cooper. Ball got away from Campbell. Over to Chawinga for the tap in. It's come apart at the seams for the Dash.
Off a little bit of magic, individual brilliance against Avery Patterson just to buy herself more time, but that touch from Michelle Cooper is excellent because it's whipped in with pace. She still has so much to do, controls it, forced Jane Campbell to come off her line, and there's no better time to punish a team than immediately after you had just scored. Jane Campbell bobbles it through traffic, and then Temwa Chawinga does what she does best, in the right place at the right time for the easy tap in. This time, a little bit of a gift from Michelle Cooper right into Chawinga's path and back to the net. Physical, you're using your body to at least stall some of her momentum.
Bethune. Chawinga back to Bethune. Oh, come on! Bethune! Denied by Campbell.
And Corey Bethune, we're seeing Chawinga. There it is. There's the 1-2 inside the 18-yard box. Somebody's got to put their foot through it.
Sentnor can do special things. Continued to wander. Rouse seeking Bethune. Bethune got there.
Well, Sentnor started that play. It was an excellent ball in behind to Corey Bethune. Just keeps it on the ground, feathers it in behind. Look at the space she has. There's the run from Corey Bethune. I think Kansas City, we can see more of that in the second half. Not a ton of players willing outside of Chawinga to try to get beyond the back line of Houston Dash. Instead, everybody's coming to feet. But this is exactly where Sentnor is trying to elevate her game. Instead of rushing a shot that's off balance, continue it on, and then look for a better play.
That's halftime. Standing ovation from the crowd in Kansas City. And all the while, an injury back behind the play. What do the Dash have in store? Can they possibly turn the tables into the second half? The NWSL on Prime is presented by Lilly. Current 2, Dash 0 at the break. There was a chance. Bethune. Oh, spots Rouse. Rouse!
I couldn't get around it enough, but it's well done. This is the patience once again. that they're looking for. Instead of just forcing it through the central parts, knowing that they can cause problems in those areas as well. Instead,
Lori knows best. She was trying to wrap around that. That's clean from Cole Preco. Rouse slides, couldn't win it back, but does slow Houston for the time being. Olmark has a go.
As Sintnor looking to get in behind as well.
Raider! Wow, good save, Lorena. Got a palm to that and steers it wide.
Frees it the entire way, but this is much better. Everybody's tight-knit, close to one another. They can play off, get a little bit of luck right there as Feist just dives in a bit too much, and then it frees up Raider, but that was headed for the top corner. A good positioning from Lorena to just get herself across, get set.
Cooper, good leading touch. Cooper hit the woodwork, pops in the air, Chawinga beneath it, not the only one. Clearance to the top of the box, and driven out toward touch. And Rouse.
Going to see a better touch than this from Michelle Cooper. Full stride, takes it along with her, just cushions it to the ground. But what a fantastic ball that is from Izzy Rodriguez. Just to stretch the game, switch to point of play. Odin's coming across.
Great, Rouse. Sentnor attacking. Sentnor navigating over to Chawinga.
It's the right run up from Chawinga just to come across it, to try to take it with the right foot, but just stabs at it at the end. But this is just decisive play. You see the gaps opening up between the two center backs. It's the outside back of Boateng and Berkeley. Gives Sintnor time and space, and this is what I love about Sintnor. She is starting to evolve, not rush opportunities, just find the better pass to allow for the attack to continue to flow.
Here it is again. Sentnor comes out for a blast, sent over toward Bethune on the block. Bethune curling Campbell! Got enough, and Patterson whisks it out of play.
It gets it out from underneath her foot, but Sintnor's just attracting so many numbers. It's leaving other players free. Look at the amount of space right now, right there for Bethune, trying to use the defender to whip it around Jane Campbell, but she sees it. Typically we see Chawinga in that position. That's a good looking save. Off of, he's got coming in, a bit of a destroyer. That'll free up Labonta to get more involved in the attack and fill in the gaps, because it felt like a little bit that is where they were lacking in that first half, but then also this part of the first part of the second half is just somebody that's coming underneath Sintnor. If Croy had pushed a little bit higher herself, or she was the one that's starting to play deeper.
Hopkins, Cooper towards Chawinga! Oh, that's gorgeous from Kansas City! And 40 for Temwa!
On a platter, and it just starts with knowing where the space is. Labonta not taking any risks, but then that back line all out of sorts. They don't deal with the pressure. Haley Hopkins with the fresh legs, but look at this ball from Michelle Cooper, but look at that run as well from Chawinga. Just gets on her, on the Jets, gets past her defender, and then the last second just feathers that into her path. That is such a good looking ball. It's an easy tap in. The connection between these two, exquisite. Berkeley doesn't want to try to make the play because she knows it's going to be an own goal in the end if she does. And then Chawinga there just to come across her body, to keep it on frame, to increase the lead even more and put this game essentially out of reach.
Rock on, Temwa. Pushed away by Scott. It's still on here for Olmark. Olmark with some speed. Olmark sending the cross. There's Lorena. Trying to make it consecutive clean sheets for Kansas. Just weren't right. Ended up at Frankfurt for 4 years, and then comes to Houston and said, you know, at the end of my career, there's a little bit of peace in knowing that we've left it better than we found it. was seeking the aforementioned Schmidt. Houston has picked it up. Ahead to Rader. Rader with a deflection. Grabbed by Lorena.
To the Kansas City Current. They know they'll be able to clean those types of things up, the Houston Dash, but it is nice that they're going to have a quick turnaround, have to put this game behind them, learn from the aspects that they can. But that's what you want from a team that's young, that's still building, still trying to figure out exactly their starting 11, but also their identity. Tough to give up 3 goals on the road, but
2 minutes. 21 unbeaten and 8 straight wins at CPKC Stadium in the regular season for the Kansas City Current. 3 points, 3 goals.